And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another special episode of the Simply Awesome Podcast. Of course, we're back. We're here with a very special guest, but a long-time guest, Miss Patty Patrice Mayo. Let's get it.
I'm good.
And of course, myself, hashtag Poppy, and my co-host, Rose Static. Yes, how's everybody feeling this week?
We good. We cool.
That's right. How about you, Roy?
Can't complain. Still disease free. Still living his life, Still alive.
Okay. Is anybody wondering? I'm kind of in a good mood. I got a nice rest. It's been a long, tumultuous week. Granted, even though it's only probably like 3 days into the week, but it was still long, but tumultuous. But yeah, we're gonna get through, pull through, and figure some things out.
Yes, sir.
I got some rest this week too. So last week was a doozy, but we in here. So
yeah, how have you been, Mayo? We miss you.
I've been okay. Actually, no.
How have you been?
It's been a mess, but it's winding into what I need it to be. So I'm happy. I'm still here. I miss you.
Still here.
That's good to hear. It's good
yes.
to hear everything going well.
Like for those of you guys who don't know, like Mayo is technically a co-host, but she just don't want to give herself the title as one.
No, I really don't. So I just be here all the time because this is my best friend. So
yeah. Tell her we've been trying to get on the Extra Middle radio show for like 3 or 4 years, but she don't bang with us like that. So
no, I do.
It's a transition. It's a transition over there. We understand. We will be there when it's back up and running again.
Where's the sign at? Still in construction, or she had a sign like.
Oh my God, y'all! When I say my 2022 been a mess, I just thought about it yesterday because I was like, I need to start extra mail, right? Like when you ask what time we gonna get on the what call, to get on here, and I'm like, where the hell is my extra mail radio sign? It's in my car. My car got auctioned, so everything. When I say my 2022 been wild best friend, and I'm like, when I say I haven't been in the state, I really haven't. Like everything I've had is gone. Like I really got to start from scratch. But it's okay. I'm okay.
What happened?
With my car?
Yes, I hate it. What happened?
Okay, so y'all know last year I was in South Carolina and I moved up here in my car, right? Moved up here in my car, packed all my shit, packed the kid, the clothes, the extra mail stuff, essentials, all that. Drove up here. It was Mother's Day. I had hydroplaned or whatever, tore my car up. Glad I'm alive. Poppy wasn't in the car.
Glad you're alive.
So, ended up getting my car towed to my old house and we moved to a new house. So I never went to go get my old car back because I thought it was still going to be there. So one day I did go check on it and it was gone. And Baltimore City put it in the impound. It's like $500 a week.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah. Like, it's $500 and it's been in here for 5 days. I was like, y'all could keep it. But they was like, oh, you got to make a schedule. Well, I was like, I still want my shit in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to make an appointment to come get your stuff. Cool. These niggas don't have an appointment number.
So who make an appointment if they don't know? That's crazy.
So I kept calling every day to like find out how to get it. And something happened. I just like forgot one day. And then next thing I know, a month went by and I just forgot. But I didn't forget about my stuff because I was like, the stuff, like I said, I moved from South Carolina with my essentials, like my business essentials, my clothes, my kid. So it's hella her stuff, my stuff in the trunk and shit. And I'm just like, and every day something pops up in my head. I'm like, just like yesterday, the banner popped up in my head. And I'm like, damn, I had that banner for hella long. I had the equipment. I bought the equipment when the fucking pandemic started and shit. Like 2022, I just gotta start from scratch. Like, I ain't gonna complain. I'm just like, all right, God just want me to start everything new. Everything I had back then, all the trauma shit, all the shit I had coming with trauma, he don't want me to have it, and it's okay. I just gotta start over.
Right?
Glad to
That's
hear
my
you
best
say.
friend.
Glad to hear
It's
you.
No new
Glad to hear
friends,
you're
just new niggas, huh?
You can replace everything. You can replace everything else. Can't replace you.
None of that either. None of that either. Like the people that was here for me when I was struggling the past year or so, like held me down all summer. That's the people I'ma die with, cause I went through too much shit and I lost all my shit that I worked so hard for, and it's okay. So
and look, saying sometimes it's just setback for a major comeback. And that's
like
and it's just one of those things that we all eventually have to go through. Like sometimes we're at our highest of heights and then we're at the lowest of lows, but it's always some type of Libra scale, so I mean we always got to find ourselves to be somewhat even keeled and feel centered within ourselves and not just think that everything's always going to be high or everything's going to be too low, you know what I'm saying? So we always have to be humble and just keep on pushing year by year, no matter where we at on the totem pole.
It was like, luckily I'm a cup half full type person. Like, even though all that shit happened to me all year, I still couldn't think negatively about it. Like, even when my car hydroplaned, I was like, oh, I'm about to get new shit for my car. Like, I was happy about it. Every time something happened, I was like, oh, I'm about to get something better. I'm about to get something better. I'm about to get something better. So even though I lost all my extra mayo radio stuff, God must want me to have a studio.
Yeah.
Want me to put a whole wall, you feel me? So
he probably like see you just hold on too long. We gotta give you a reason to push even harder,
holding the wrong shit. So it's cool. We gonna get there.
That's right.
And
that's right.
I just stress it. I'm just like, I'm gonna just stay focused, get what the fuck I need to get. And I'm really not mad about Extra Mayo Radio losing all my shit, because I'm not doing this like for a just while it's trendy. Like, mind you, I'm 30 years old. I started this shit when I was 25. So I plan on doing it until my daughter is 25. Like, I want her to be able to decide if she want to take over or whatever, or hire other people or something. So I plan on doing this for the long run. So me running into bumps and bruises for the past 5 years is like, it's okay. It's because this is for longevity. Like I said, Wendy Williams, Breakfast Club, Charlamagne, all of them niggas. Like,
they in it for the long haul. In the beginning, it's always going to be a rocky time, and it's not where you start, it's where you finish, and it's a long path to longevity and finding consistency and hitting all cylinders.
Right. So we gonna be good. We gonna be all right. Like Kendrick said.
We gonna be all right.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. But I'm glad to be here with y'all. I mean, I'll be here every week as long as my child sleep.
And we're glad to have you.
Glad to have you.
So I mean, is it crazy to say, like, so your disaster ended up being one of our pluses?
No, because like I said, I've always been a cup half full person, so I always see it as something good. Like, even when you asked me a couple months ago if I could do one, and I said no because I'm not in this state. Like, it happened, but I'm here now because I ain't got shit to worry about. So
that's right.
It's cup half full. Cup always half full. It's never half empty.
That's true.
But let's talk about what you've been doing this summer, Mr. Black. Yo, I've been on TikTok and I'm like, it's so many black male teachers. It's like they just like, it's starting to be like a
what, trendy?
Yeah, like y'all starting to post more. So when I seen that you was a teaching kid, I was like, okay, best friend. Definitely need more black male teachers. Like, I love it.
I mean, I love it day in, day out. I mean, it's tiring, but definitely a space where we need change, going forward in the future in terms of our, our government, and just getting these kids, in a different frame of mind that Baltimore City is all they have. You know what I'm saying? You want them to be able to have those minds to where they can be able to venture out and be, engineers, be teachers themselves, firefighters, police officers, being stand up community people within in the city, and be able to know that they have opportunities to travel outside of the city. So like we're going to take them on trips to like to New York or DC, and get them to see like different historical sites and stuff of that nature. Because you know, growing up in Baltimore City, we don't really get exposed too much except for violence, standard crime, and drugs and things of that nature. So um I want to be part of the change to see something different for this generation, um and it starts with with me, being a teacher, and it starts with people at home, and it starts with the people in the community. So
Right.
it takes a community in order to bring forth change. I think that it it's going to take one day at a time, and I think this movement of having black male teachers is definitely inspirational for the aspect that uh we uh particularly these young men have somebody to look up to, other than seeing a 9 to 5 drug dealer, or seeing people on the block not doing nothing,
Mhm.
but causing chaos and disruption.
Right.
So you can be a stand up black male, saying maybe kind of a stereotype, like, oh, he like he comes from where I come from, and he doesn't have to be out on the corner selling drugs, or having to firearms in order to get some type of respect, or to try to make a living for himself. You can actually go be in a stable environment, have a stable working job, or career, and be adjusted within this lifestyle, and
Mm.
the way in society, the way you're supposed to be doing it. So I think being a positive role model, uh, or a face that somebody can look up to, I think that is definitely a positive aspect, uh, for them.
That's good. But I didn't even know you had. Wait, you have to have a degree to be a teacher. Like that's what I was asking. How did you?
Well, no, you can. There's a couple different pathways. So there's one, you can Teach for America. Um, for here in particular, there's the Baltimore Teaching Residency, to where it's a program where that's give you courses to where you train in order to be a teacher. Then you pass your whatever your certification pathway is, you pass that, or
Mhm.
even they can put you on a conditional certification, so you could teach for 2 years until you get certification, and then you'll be legitimate. But I mean,
Okay.
definitely, but having a degree is just a pathway as well, for a higher pay, and plus certification in order, for you as well.
Okay.
Hmm.
I like that. I was actually when I was pregnant with Poppy, I was trying to figure out how to be a teacher because I was like, I could knock that out in 4 years. By the time she starts school, I could be her teacher. But nobody had the information or knew how to give me resources to do
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's weird.
So actually, you can actually you can be a substitute teacher, or even a paraeducator. So being a paraeducator, that actually gets you pretty much a step into the door to be a teacher. So essentially, what you would do, you'd be working in the classroom with a certified teacher,
Mm,
pretty much facilitate the class, watch for behaviors and things of that nature, and then you can either do the program, or get your certification, and then you'll be a teacher yourself. So that's pretty much just depends on you.
yeah.
um but I mean, if you just want to take your time and just wait until, I would say, go around next school year, so let's say June or May, that's when the residency for Baltimore teachers residency starts up. So it's a free program. They'll get you through it. It's like 8 weeks or so. You get a stipend, and they teach you all the little all the tricks of the trade, so to speak, of how to become a teacher and develop. And then you'll be placed into a school. You will be placed, and then you start your career path.
Oh damn! You don't get to pick a school site.
Well, no, you do. You get your option. I mean, you get your option. So, so once, let's see. So,
Like,
so once you pretty much update like your resume, your application, principals from various schools, they'll hit you up and they'll ask you for an interview, and
okay.
then you'll get pretty much you're pretty much being recruited. So, you have your choice of what school you want to go to. But once you make that choice, you can't renege. You know what I'm saying? You're set out of school for 2 years.
Okay. 2 years ain't bad. I thought you was gonna say 4. I've been like, now if I gotta see.
So you gotta choose wisely and really get your information.
True. Well, yeah, I'm proud of you, best friend. I was so hyped to see that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was hyped myself. And sometimes, growing up, well, the way I grew up was like all I knew was school and just having to pretty much just trying to pass. But I never really focused on what I wanted to do for a career,
Right, me either.
And sometimes once you enter adulthood, you just think about like, oh, look, I just need this money right here, right now. You see everybody else doing stuff. You're going to be able to do stuff and be able to afford to do some things. But you also learn that like having a job or thinking that you're going to move up in the ranks doesn't necessarily happen. So it's a lot about what you know, and sometimes it's a lot of times it's about getting lucky. Versus me actually, I decided to use my degree and but also my other experiences, which I will say is a good thing, to finally learn what I wanted to do, was passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, for me, I think it's just my mental capacity, my critical thinking skills, communication skills is what drives me to really relate to people, and teaching is one of those things that I feel like is just compatible to what I like to do, and having that communication skill.
Yeah, communication definitely important.
So I don't regret saying not getting straight into my career path, because it would saying I wouldn't be who I am today and have the knowledge that I have and mental fortitude to even be able to do this. I would say I wouldn't be in the right mental space let's say a few years back to do this versus how I am now. So I definitely I'm glad and thankful that I took my time to figure out exactly what I want to do and just went straightforward and just did what I was supposed to do. And I'm tired, but I'm definitely happy. Saying I wouldn't trade a position for anything in the world. And doing this, additionally, it's just a way to release my thoughts and just the way I see the world and my understanding of things. So I definitely love podcasting as well as with teaching as well.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Tired. I'd rather be tired and fulfilled than be just motherfucking tired. Like, I'd be tired, but I'd be like, I'm happy as shit. I can sleep 3 hours because you know what? I'm about to go do the stuff that I actually like to do.
Yeah.
I like to be on the schedule. I like to, be on.
Yeah.
Be like.
Yes, and then by teaching, you build so many relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids really are my kids. Like, and even the kids that I don't teach, they're my kids. Like they always come to my classroom to say, "Hey, what's up?" Or I spend time and play basketball with them, and they just become infectious. A few days ago, we had a seniors for a senior inauguration. I'm saying like. Four black young men about to are going to graduate this year. So I'm like, like, wow, I remember I was, that age, and I remember how excited I was. What grade I teach? That was that. I teach 9th, 10th, and 11th graders.
You teach in high school, is Lynn?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God, I love you so much for that.
That's a
Best
perfect
friend.
age. That's a perfect age to teach him.
Yeah. So, yeah, only because I did high school first. The first funny thing, when I started training to be a teacher, I was going to elementary school, and then like when I started, I found out like, nah, I don't have that type of attitude, or like I'm not very bubbly or very like nice. Well, I'm a nice person. I'm just not bubbly or just.
But
I'm with
kids.
kids. Like they take a lot of time and patience for the little kids, for the little ones.
Yeah.
So I have more of a demeanor with people who can somewhat understand or correlate information to know what I'm saying, or to take directions. It's halfway, because little kids, they don't really care about anything you're saying. They're gonna do what they want to do.
And they don't know what's outside in the world now. 19th, 11th, that's the hardest people to impact, because they really about to go outside and like a little bit and change the world. Like I was just about to say, my only Black male teacher I had was my senior year, and he was my favorite fucking teacher. Like of all the teachers I had, I moved to hella schools too. So for me to only have one favorite teacher out of like 20 schools, and it was literally my last year of high school, I was like, that's important. That's really important. And so I was like, having Black male teachers, like, of course we love all the Black educators, because us learning about ourselves is such an important thing right now, especially millennials and Gen Z and Generation Alpha coming up. Why is the third generation called Generation Alpha? They really about to fuck shit. But in a positive way. But yeah, and them and shit. Like, of course we love the black women, but it's really not enough.
I'm part of the minority of representation. What we saw, because when I grew up, I think I only had like one Black male teacher within like K through 12, and I want to say or maybe three. So but I think two of them were like physical education, and one was like did health. So those are like the lower grades as well.
I had four. I had all of them in high school.
Oh, high school?
Yeah. One was world history. One was French. One was a PE, and another one was like a science teacher.
Okay, so yeah, different.
That's crazy.
Aspect.
My only one Black male teacher was a history teacher. Well, history was my favorite subject anyway. So for him to be a history teacher, like he would teach us he would teach us the right way first, and then he would teach us like in a black ass way. Like one thing I will never forget, from history class, 12th grade, he was telling us about mercenaries, and I was like, I'm not understanding what a mercenary does. And he was like, you know how when y'all outside or one of y'all friends or y'all got ops or something and they get murked? And I was like, they got killed. He was like, murk came from mercenaries. And I never forgot that. And I was like, niggas outside being mercenaries.
He was able to make that connection, because sometimes we don't understand like how quote unquote proper English is, or like things supposed to happen textbook wise, but
American history should be,
but we understand what happened out on the block, and we'd be able to make that connection, like, okay, this is that, and this connects with this, and that's pretty much how teaching is today for students. To be honest, we've got to find ways to make that connection in order for them to understand the information, especially when it comes to history.
Right.
But yeah, I say, when I went to Coppin State, I would say that's probably the most Black male teachers I've seen. Only because I guess it's just HBCU, but yeah, honestly, I see a good movement going on. not just with black male teachers. We just need more teachers just in general, for these students.
Right.
We gotta fill these classes up.
Really bad. And another thing, I hate to keep talking about TikTok, but another thing I saw on TikTok was not just black teachers, not just black male teachers, but a lot of male teachers prefer to teach older kids, and a lot of women prefer to teach
Younger kids.
young kids. And I'm like, that do kind of make sense because most kids is at home with their moms all day. But when you get older, it's like, all right, you need some type of male influence to put some logic in you. Like, because elementary school is more emotional and, learning behaviors and socializing.
Well, yeah. So kids need to be nurtured. So
Yeah.
with men, we're kind of more coarse and more hard on and more strict. So I would
Right.
say for the kids, they probably need somebody, again, like I was saying, like more bubbly and more less like, okay, I'm gonna hold your hand all the way through, versus with with older kids, we're gonna be a little bit more stern, more strict in tone, like pretty much like once you step in this real world, they don't care about your feelings. And that's just what it is. So you have to be able to navigate to being able to get information and do it and receive the information and tell you what it is, and not necessarily be coddled.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, I'm definitely happy. I'm in a good state. I'm tired, but what I'm saying, I'm happy.
Look, you just gotta get used to it. After 10 years, you'll be good.
Yeah, after 10 years, shit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to retire after 10 years. I don't know. They can send me to early retirement, man. But I definitely love my kids. So they when it was a good day, it's definitely a real good day. They bounce a lot of good ideas, and they're thinking about doing things that I didn't think about doing at the age. Like one of my kids wants to he likes to ride dirt bikes. But it's not that he just likes to ride dirt bikes. He actually wants to be a mechanic for dirt bikes. So he wants to be able to build those. And I assume a lot of them want to go into engineering or trucking, CDLs.
Engineering.
They're a lot of hands-on workers, I would say.
Yes.
And then I even one of my students wants to be a nurse. Like he wants to be a male nurse. I'm like, okay. And I think we got a few college aspirational. Those are my girls. So they looking to go to college and make some more money. So it's all good. But I definitely see that these kids are definitely focused now exactly what they want to do, whether it's a trade or where they're going to school.
That's good. I love to hear it. I love the futures. Little futures.
Yes.
Futures. Ain't futures. They're like 15 years younger than us. Whew.
Yeah, what?
Goodness gracious.
Crazy. I look at their date of birth and it's like crazy. Somebody, the kids were born in 07, 08, 09, like
we was going to high school when they was born. God damn.
I know Roy will probably see these date of birth and like, God damn. Yeah. Roy, he was born back in the 60s.
That's a
so
long time ago, man. That's a long time ago. Long time ago, man.
Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah. I love to see it.
Well, damn. I think we forgot about the topics. Hey, Roy.
Hey, man, you're
supposed to be our moderator.
Right, we all talking about
roll, brother. You on the roll? I ain't y'all got this. Y'all got this.
Roy, we might as well talk about your summer team.
My son was born. I was in the house, locked away, not doing nothing. I swam a little bit in the pool. That was it, man. I ain't do nothing.
You didn't spend time with your kids?
I ain't got no kids, bro. But that's
you didn't see none of your baby mothers. So you saying you didn't see none of your baby mothers?
I got a baby mothers. I'm pregnant with a couple people,
Are you paying child support, Roy?
I ain't got no kids to pay child support on, bro.
Oh my
I ain't
god,
no
man! Come
deadbeat.
on, dog. You gotta
I
do
ain't no
better.
deadbeat, bro.
You gotta do better.
I ain't gotta do, but I got no kids to pay child support on.
Hey, Mayo, make him
But
pay some child support.
Look,
yeah, all right.
I can't stand with my own baby daddy, let alone. So
All right, let's get to these. Let's get to this news, man. Let's get to this big old news.
All right.
All right, let's start off with something that's crazy and highly inappropriate.
Okay.
Congress member, congressional candidate Mike was it Ickes?
he says a kiss.
Yeah, I think it's Ickes.
You said
Leaked,
Magic Mike?
no,
Man,
Ickes, that's it.
Manhattan Mike.
He leaked his own sex tape. He leaked his own
Manhattan
sex
Mike.
tape. I guess ahead of anybody else. He's promoting a sex positive platform, and all. I'm like, you crazy, brother. Leaking your own sex tape, but that's a new marketing right there. Let's hope it works.
Well, they say sex sells, man.
Yeah, the sex
just
tape was
put-
garbage. The sex tape was garbage.
You said that was an F?
That was a negative 300.
Negative 300. Mail, did you
Look,
see the sex tape?
I wish we could have screen shared it for the audience at home.
No.
Well, no. You
Podcast.
can't.
Y'all
Roy
can look
wants
at
to
it.
leave something to the imagination.
Oh, y'all said
If y'all above the age of 18, you go look it up yourselves on the various sites. Y'all know the sites to look it up on. I gotta say it, but y'all know.
He
Or
set up
use
an
Google.
OnlyFans.
Or
I
use
just
Google.
I just want everybody to judge, like, because Royals just
all
came.
I know is it's out there and it was garbage. It was trash.
Yeah. Good publicity is, bad publicity is good publicity, right?
I don't know. Hopefully he
But-
wins his race. Hopefully he wins his race. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I don't. But I
Wait,
don't-
is he our color? No.
No, you know that.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Don't do us like that, man.
That
This
you know if he was like us, it would have been top trending news. Everybody was like, oh, you see the
Yeah, he
BBC
would have had to.
congressman and all that. Like, oh yeah, like, come on now, you know that.
How you still in the race, bro?
It would have been everywhere. That would have been everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking
I
about
don't
Congress
know.
and shot the thunder over there. Let's get him. The race, like, come on now.
Boy, I tell you,
But
people
no,
are trying to sell these campaigns with sex.
hopefully this
What?
man has a good platform that can win his race.
So, do you think you're gonna win based off the sex tape?
Oh hell no.
If
No.
the sex tape was fire, do you think that he'll garner more votes?
Yeah, if it was fire, yeah. It was fire. I think people will vote for him.
Dude, this country is fucking wild.
Get a lot of votes because he not a color. So
I don't know what his platform is.
I feel
If
like
his
there's
platform is good, he could win.
somebody gonna be hype about it.
Oh yeah,
The
people will be hype about it.
Gonna come outside for him.
Let's
old-
see.
That's what they both saying.
Or maybe this is just a setup for him. So he probably knows that he's not gonna win. So he's gonna leak the sex tape in order to get more subscribers to his OnlyFans.
I think
Right.
he leaked it before anybody else could, but it was a good thing. But we're gonna see how it all plays out. We got time. We got time. Let's figure it out. What's gonna happen? All right,
Probably
But
nobody set him up.
I wish that our political leaders would take the positions more seriously and just keep certain things private and just focus on the actual
Hey,
politics
man,
and trying to help
what's gonna leak?
people within the
Gotta
communities.
Get out there.
We
Gotta
don't
get it out there.
we don't need propaganda. We actually need assistance here in the real world within our respective communities.
We did.
Right.
We did.
Well, New York is not a real place, so
Yeah, it's not. It's a melting pot of different
places that's
things.
not-
Oh yeah. Speaking of keeping it on politics right now, Herschel Walker.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course, if you have paid attention to Herschel Walker, is a Republican running for office. He's a Republican candidate running for office. Dan Levy, he's out here. Down Atlanta, he has these fake ass police badges he keeps showing online and on like at these press events and stuff. I'm like, you're not law enforcement, bro. You're not
Yeah.
law. You got these fake ass law enforcement things like you real police. You're not police. You ain't got nothing to do with the law enforcement. He lost his debate we seen the other day. His points were just nonsensical. Like the man is out of it. His family was against him. If you follow TikTok, you know his son is very popular over there. His son talking about he used to abuse us, he used to abuse my mom, put a gun on him, all this crazy stuff. Had outside kids, all this other wild stuff. And if you pay attention lately, he is anti-abortion, but a couple of years ago he paid a young lady to get an abortion because he didn't want to have a kid with her. It's
Yeah, I
wild
mean,
stuff, man.
some people are just not fit to be politicians, or you know what I'm saying, not to say that people don't have, you know, certain things, you know, in their lives that, you know, won't happen. And people can have that type of duality where, okay, they're good at this part of their life, but they're not so good at this part of life as well. But let's say that sometimes if you're not well versed into the career path that you're going into, and you don't have your at home situation taken care of, it's probably not a good time for you to be out in the spotlight. And he's just a better athlete than a politician. But put it like that. He's
Yeah,
better
he's a way
better
better
being a
athlete
runner
than
being a,
politics.
being a running back.
I feel like with that being said, nobody should be a politician because all every single one of them is got a whole bunch of mess going on or came from some toxic situations. The only person that didn't come from a toxic situation was Obama, and they trash this man till this day. Like it's no winning.
Well,
It's no.
yeah, I mean it's tough because some people have.
His daughter's perfect, his wife perfect, his life was perfect, and they still hate him. And I've watched a couple of presidential debates where there are other people that's like Obama, like they have a good home life, they come from nice families, they're good in their community. People want fucked up people running the country. Like that's what they like. The same shit with Trump. Trump became president because niggas was trolling. Like he was never supposed to be a damn president. But
Yeah,
America chaos.
South Park and The Simpsons were showed good representation of how the American people are. They're idiots. You know, they live off of propaganda or the wow factor. Like it's not even whether a candidate is you know well versed into politics. It's about like who's the most entertaining. You know,
Like,
who's gonna draw the biggest headlines. You know, and that's how you're gonna verse your vote or swing your vote.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I just stay on my block and mind my business.
Staying in politics, we have more news about former President Trump. Apparently, he signed a document saying that he knew that the numbers were false about the numbers he alleged about the false voting, about the voter fraud were false, and all this other stuff coming out about the daggone documents down Mar-a-Lago and all this other stuff. You know, the secret documents he had that he wasn't supposed to have, that he had there,
yeah,
that they had to raid his ass for. Like, all this other stuff's coming out. I'm like, what the hell were we doing? What were we doing?
So they raided him. They didn't find nothing. And
No, they found it. They
they
found
found
it.
it.
Oh, they found it when they raided him?
Yeah, they found it. They found it. But everything wasn't there. So everything wasn't there. He wasn't supposed to have it no way, but everything wasn't there.
And then he just came out and said, I did have it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's not here. I don't know where it is. All you talk about. And then the FBI had to get a warrant. They raided his ass and found the shit. They're like, oh, what is this? I don't know how that got there. I don't know how none of these files got in my desk. I don't know.
In my desk.
And then, of course, they had the voter fraud claims. It was like, oh, it was voter fraud. All this is false votes. Mind you, it was Republicans doing that shit. The numbers weren't as big as he said, but it was mostly Republicans voting for dead people and other stuff like that. That was happening over there on that side, not the Democratic side, but on the Republican side. Yeah, they were voting for dead people. Yeah. That's the thing that happened. Yes. I know it sounds fake and far fetched, but it does happen. That's real voter fraud.
America is a comedy and a tragedy.
It is. People don't know that they exist.
Yeah,
It's like,
and right
oh
now we're
no,
looking,
that's
you know,
fake. No, it's not.
we're very frowned upon, you know, with other nations right now, and
Mhm.
it's damaging to our prestige and our credibility across, you know, the United Nations, and we really need to find stability and a real leader, you know, somebody where everybody, you know, respects and have a pulse of, you know, what's happening here within our nation
Survival of
to
your political
from,
views,
you
man.
know, from
Take
healthcare
an actual
to
stance.
schools, um and just be able to figure out how we can get the 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 people in poverty out of poverty, and find a way to have a stable working economy for everybody to be able to have a nice livable wage and be able to prosper in society.
Yeah. All right. On to the next thing. Student loan forgiveness. The site is still in
Oh yes,
beta, but
sir.
it's up now. If
Oh,
you
make
can't
sure
go
so
apply,
you do it.
go to
Oh,
apply.
Make
Go
sure
thank
you do
apply.
it.
Studentaid.gov. Go to apply. It's in beta. The full release should be out soon. But if you can't get in, keep trying to apply. Your application will go through. Please fill it out. If you receive Pell Grants, get up to $20,000 worth of relief. If we didn't receive Pell Grants, get up to $10,000 worth of relief. But please apply if you have any type of student loan debt. Please
Yeah,
apply.
please do that. That's a must. That is the only win so far
That's the only
we
one
got.
so far. Let's go to some events that happened last week. Last weekend was New York Comic Con and TwitchCon the same weekend. There was a crazy outrage at TwitchCon. There was a ball, like you know how they have the little linear style little fighting thing with the little sticks and you fight each other with a ball pit around you.
Mhm.
I think so.
Well, the little ball pit was like this crazy foam, and the foam was hard as hell. It literally broke somebody's back, busted somebody's knee. Somebody that
Damn.
get raw to their back, and hopefully they sue the shit out of the TwitchCon for that Twitch and everybody else that was associated with the booth. Because why do I jump the ball pit and break my goddamn back? Why the hell the foam's supposed to be soft? It was hard ass foam that literally busted somebody's knee and broke somebody's back. Mind you, these weren't the first people to get hurt in the ball pit. They were just the ones that got majorly hurt. Everybody else gave up. Somebody got bruised ribs. Somebody got a tweaked ankle. Somebody like this was hard ass phone. Fuck
So
that
the hell
people up.
they didn't sign any waivers?
I guess they signed a waiver, but I don't know what the waiver entailed.
If they sign the waiver, I don't
I guess
know. I don't know whether they
it
can do
might not
that.
entail major injuries. Like it minor injury cool, but I don't expect to have my back broke doing that.
Like they have no
They signed a waiver. I don't know, bro.
You
I
you
don't
might
know.
have a little burn or whatever, like have a little cut burn, like you rubbing the wrong way or something, or maybe like slight little boo boo or something, the little stick hit you or whatever. But you don't expect to have your knee busted, your back broke. Come on, now.
like I got in a real fight and shit. Like I got banked.
Like no, I fell into the ball pit and my back broke. I got 2 rods on my back now.
Well,
It's ridiculous.
if they were made aware of these possibilities when
They
signed
weren't because you don't when you sign the waiver, I'm pretty sure it didn't cover major injuries. And I'm pretty sure they say, oh, it's a ball pit. I've been in a little foam pit or whatever. I've done this before. I've been in a sky zone or whatever else you do, trampoline and shit or whatever. They're like, oh, it's fun, something simple. We got set properly, whatever. And nope, you fucked up. You fucked up for life.
So
Again, I
these
was seeing the
people are
shot
out
of
here
Twitch.
getting stoned. And now they crippled. That's gonna be
Fall
like
back
this.
to the ball pit and get your back broke. Damn. Hopefully they can sue the shit out of Twitch
Yeah.
and whoever set the booth up and get their compensation because that's years of medical attention and shit you gonna need for that.
Yeah. You should not be
Hopefully the
coming
class
to
action suits.
a place where pretty much essentially you're not, you know, consenting to being messed up long term
Nobody can set to be made
your
like that. Come
bodily
on now.
with your limbs and
No.
you know anything to cause bodily harm to you.
I'm not going to TwitchCon to be paralyzed.
That's what happened, man. You just want to meet creators, meet up with your fans and all that. You go there and you like, oh my back, oh my knee broke.
Got them all cast and
Crazy.
crushes.
Hey, they asses probably didn't even test that shit out themselves first. Like,
They
bro.
probably was like, I ain't doing that shit. They can.
Well, multiple people were injured, so hopefully they find some resolution of this one.
Mm.
All right, we have two crazy stories about bears now. One story was in Japan. It was a hiker. If you've been on Twitter or Facebook or maybe TikTok, you've seen the story where the guy was punching a damn bear on the mountain, trying to get him off of him. He got the bear off of him. Of course, people posted up the clip of mystical scene you ever before where the grizzly bear helped the bear behind that shit. It was hilarious because the dude, I was like, where the hell was the guy up? I forgot he was in Japan. He punched the shit out that bear. And got the bear off of him. He was screaming, but of course, that's a scary situation. There was another situation here in the United States in Wyoming where a young man saved his fellow wrestler recruit. He was he saved the teammate from a bear. He got mauled by the bear.
Damn.
Well, the two guys got mauled. One guy got his face messed up. One guy got both of them got their arms messed up. One guy both his arms messed up. It's really messed up. But they're both still alive. No serious injuries, thankfully. But they had to fight off a goddamn grizzly bear in the middle of Wyoming.
No serious injuries. So what's some minor injuries?
Again,
that's what I'm
they
thinking.
got a couple slashes. They got their arms are slashed up. They got like maybe
Taking the shots. Pretty sure
some
they got
shots and stuff. But
rabies
they're
shots.
still alive. Neither one of them were decapitated. Neither one of their throats slipped by the bed. They both came away relatively unharmed. Because they could have been mauled like crazy. They had cuts and bruises, some puncture wounds, and that's maybe a little bit of dude got 60 staples in his face. He had to get his face surgery, but he still had his whole face on it. So it's not like he lost his face or nothing.
So he got his face sliced up. What you saying?
Matter of fact, hold on. I can show you. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Where was it?
Graphic.
Graphic. If you watch a video, this is the graphic. This is one of the guys right here. These are the guys that got mauled by the bear.
Okay.
So you got the laceration on his face. They're all
It's not too okay. It's not too bad.
This is not bad coming from a
Compared
goddamn bear.
to what it could have been.
This is tame. This is tame and shit being attacked by a goddamn bear.
Right.
What you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Compared to what it could have been.
They could have been dead.
They could have been dead and or
arm torn off.
Oh yeah, your whole face like you've been
ripped off and stuff. Yeah.
Ripped off. Yeah.
But that's the guys that survived it. Let me show the Japanese guy. Hold on. Let me find
that's why I stay on my steep.
Yeah.
let me find the
I guess you gotta walk around with machetes out there. Machetes. This is time. I guess it's a time where you do need to be licensed to carry or have a gun just in case wildlife get crazy.
No, don't let people get mad about their animals. You shoot a bear, it's gonna be a whole coalition.
Fuck that bear got
between me and the bear. I'm trying to survive.
They're gonna be like,
keep that Glock on and make that bear go.
The only Peter I acknowledge is Peter bread.
Hold up. Matter of fact, I'm about to share the video of the guy fighting the bear. Hold on. Share screen. Share sound.
Or Peter Pan.
yeah, I seen it.
There's a guy fighting the bear. You watch the video, you can see it. The bear come at him, he fight the bear, punch the bear off. Yeah, yo, hit that bear, hit the shit out that bear. Like, get off me, bear.
He's trying.
Get off me.
Wait,
that's a cub. That's not a full-size bear.
Yeah, baby.
And hold up, time out. So is he recording at the same time trying
to? Yes. And fight the damn bear. Yes.
I don't think I'll be recording this.
No, he was recording.
Nobody will believe you.
If you look at it,
I mean, I guess, but at the same time, like
what you call them? Like on their helmets when they climb up the mountains and shit.
Oh, you got on your helmet. That's different.
He was
out there hiking.
I thought you had it like on his phone.
No,
he was out there hiking.
Yeah, but they wear like little straps with the camera and the
GoPro and stuff. Yeah,
the GoPro. Yeah.
So yeah, especially if he by himself, like
nobody will. Well, imagine if he had to put. Nobody would believe he'd be like, "Yo, I brought a bear. I just beat a bear." Like, no, yo, stop lying, bro. Stop lying. Nobody would believe that shit. Like, no, you lie, bro. He's like, no, I really fought a bear. Then we can say, I really fought a goddamn bear.
And you went viral. I know you made money.
But hopefully he monetized that. But that was crazy. That was really freaking crazy. Again, I would hope I had something to beat that bad ass on me.
Yeah, keep a tranquilizer gun or a real gun or machete on you.
While in Japan, you can't have like that. So yeah, hopefully you got a machete or something.
Mm-hmm.
The people in the US, I don't know why they had nothing on them, but hey, maybe they weren't old enough. I don't know.
Yep. Keep a shotgun.
Spray to spray on animals. Like
bad spray or something.
Keep a shotgun on you. That's all I can say. This is wildlife. You gotta be able. You gotta be prepared. They some real killers.
They are some real killers. Let's go to some space news. NASA has destroyed an asteroid on the path
Out to NASA.
Earth. Shout out to NASA, man. They out here living sci-fi dream, destroying the asteroids before they get here. It was a crazy thing that happened last week that it was really I don't know.
Also, NASA sponsors Royals Durex.
I wish. I need that Space Age Titanium. I need that spider weed. That spider silk weave. Doing they got over there. I know they got it. I know Dump. I got that shit. I need that. But no,
next time we see him, his Durex gonna blend into the background of the galaxy. You'll see a lot of stars.
They have that. They got that. They won't release the public yet. They got that. But no, NASA destroyed the asteroid, which is crazy. I didn't believe they would actually do that. That's some sci-fi type stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How did they destroy the asteroid? Did they just chop it down with the choppers, or they use the laser beam?
Hey yo, like, yeah, the choppers. Hold on. Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah. I forgot what they said.
Let's see exactly how I did it. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check. Let me make sure I got this right.
I think they chopped it down with the chopper.
I think they used a missile or something, but let me make sure.
I was about to say, yeah, they used some not a. I was about to say a rocket. They didn't use a rocket, but
ballistic missiles.
Not a robot. They just sent it like to impact.
Humanity, Brave, NASA destroyed it. Let's see. What did they use? They used a DART, double asteroid redirection test. A spacecraft. What?
Right.
They used the actual rocket ship. What the hell? I thought they used
she did. She was right. She used the rocket launcher.
Hey yo.
Yep.
I thought they were using like a missile or something. They used an actual ship.
It would make sense, I guess.
That's crazy.
Probably use a lot of impact.
It's like, I guess it's like the movie Armageddon, Deep Impact, or Don't Look Up or whatever. That's crazy. This was sci-fi type shit. This is some sci-fi type shit. I hope this thing works.
They already. You say you hope it worked. It wasn't.
No. I hope it works large scale. You know, this wasn't a huge asteroid. It was a good time. It wasn't huge. Like I wanted to work to really scale it up.
Oh.
You know, they don't do huge testing, like small testing. Like, all right, let me with an asteroid we think we can hit. They'll go like, oh, we're gonna go for this big one. We're gonna go for what we think we can hit. We're gonna hit that one. So hopefully, when they scale it up and actually get the system up fully running, because this was a test run, then it actually works how they wanted it.
Oh, okay.
This is basically just a beta test. Like, all right, we're gonna do a beta test to see if it works.
This was just like, yo, we gotta get this asteroid. Like,
they did it as a proof of concept, basically, to say, okay, we had the technology, we were game planning this, did simulations. Let's see if it actually works in the real world. They actually did it because the real world, you don't account for like other debris and all the other stuff, like right off through all other stuff, whatever. But it actually works there. So like I said, work out whatever kinks they had. Because of course it was some kinks. It didn't go perfect. Nothing was perfect. So they got to work that out and scale it up.
Right.
But I'm glad that actually it succeeded. The mission succeeded. Did what they were supposed to do. Come on back, NASA with some more stuff.
Yeah, just in case, you know what I'm saying? Never know when there's going to be like a big monstrous asteroid.
Yeah, we might need some more now. Yeah,
to where we need the Death Star to use a laser beam and
supposed to be this team out there, the Space Army, whatever they
know. Space Force. Space Force is not trained for
that. They need to be. What the hell they outside for?
Space Force won't be open for people to actually join that's not in the military till next year. And even then, they're still just an offshoot of the Air Force. Space Force won't do what you think it's going to do until like maybe 20 years from now.
Useless.
Well, how much they making? I don't know. I might have to.
I don't know. You gotta sign up and see.
That's when we really gonna see the aliens once we get to Space Force. They're gonna have you doing some real military operation type shit.
Yo, y'all watch Love, Death, and Robots?
Yes, I did.
Not yet.
That's Space Force.
Oh, yeah, Space was crazy. Space was crazy there.
That's what Space Force gonna be doing.
They're gonna have us in the Halo jumpsuits.
They also have a TV show based on Space Force on Netflix. That's hilarious. 2 seasons. Go watch it.
Oh, what is it called?
What was it? I think it's called. It got Steve Carell there. Hold on.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it.
I think it's called Space Force. Space Force.
I've been watching. Oh no, I gotta pull up Netflix. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's called Space Force. Yeah. We'll see.
Oh,
yep. Go watch that. That's hilarious.
You need to see that. Netflix.
All right.
So
more of the story, man. Like,
don't doubt the science fiction. It's coming real life.
It's all real life. Everything is real life.
Man, shout out to NASA. What we got next, Rory?
We got to talk about these disappearing snow crabs, man. A billion Alaskan snow crabs that disappeared out of nowhere. We don't know where they went to. The aliens talking about they dive deep in the ocean. They get transported to the alternate dimension. We don't know. We just know a billion are missing, man.
Well, all these women wearing these fucking snow crab bulls, you know what I mean? And they taking them out.
You would think so, but no, they ain't it. They just disappeared. We don't know where they went to, but a billion Alaskan snow crabs are gone.
So either we talking about some pirates that took them or the aliens took them. So it's one or the other.
Even with pirates, they'll be accounted for. They're like, okay, there's something on black market. They would still be accounted for. They're nowhere to be found. Like nobody know where the fuck these is unless you just hot.
So you think the aliens come here to scavenge snow crabs?
Maybe they wore maybe the snow crabs got so popular that they took them. Like, hey, we need some. I don't know.
They had them been took on a spaceship.
They could have. We don't know. What are your thoughts, Mel? Where do you think these snow crabs went to?
I think they got pirated. I think there was a gang that came and stole all those billions of crabs.
What you thought was Luffy and searching for the One Piece over there? Got on Luffy like, hey, come on.
It was obviously slick enough. They probably been planning this shit for years, especially seeing how the fucking pandemic went and everybody went crab crazy.
It could be pirates. It could be pirates. But a billion
they went crab crazy.
Crab crazy. But it had to be the whole of One Piece trying to get them there. Damn.
Could have took it to the island, sold them. You know, have everybody
a billion crabs. Like, where the hell you saw a billion crabs to?
A private island.
Who saw it? That's
black people with food stamps.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, black market.
If you saw them crabs, you're trying boom. You saw $1 billion a billion crabs. Like, damn, your shit.
Hell yeah.
You gotta be up there,
billion crabs.
Sugar day off them damn crabs. Like, damn.
So first, if we notice that a million ears of corn is missing, we know what happened. We know what happened.
Okay.
But you know what? What we do see is the signs, though, right? Those in the cornfields, like the signs, the little hieroglyphic signs.
That's what when you said.
You talking about the goddamn what the fuck they call them things? Crop circles.
Yeah, the crop circles, whatever. So I guess they kind of upgraded from taking the corn to now understanding like the corn goes with crabs, and that's saying no. Right, potatoes. Don't you remember the potato famine?
You said we Ireland? Potato famine.
Yeah, so now it all making sense.
They make that old crab.
So everything's being all coordinated.
Then the chickens go
between the crabs, the potatoes, and the corn. And that's but now you know that we got a wing shortage. So now they work on the chicken.
Oh,
Right.
they were getting
So
old
so for
crab
the
balls.
eggs,
Okay.
you feel me? So
Okay.
they about to
It's
taking the eggs.
a
It
seafood.
makes sense.
Yo,
So
it's-
what we learn is that the aliens like crab boils.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Makes
That's
sense.
why
Makes
and they
sense.
started.
put together.
Like I said, these niggas been working on that shit since the 90s. They was doing seafood boils way before we even thought it
Yeah.
was, because they done stole.
But now it's trendy. It's right now it's real trendy.
Super trendy.
People start the YouTube pages off
You
that.
specifically stole snow crabs, right? That's the crabs that's the only crabs that goes in the boil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's some man. It was
Yeah.
they on the black market.
They're on the black
Yeah,
market.
black market. All right, let's go to the next story. Alex Jones owes the Sandy Hook parents a billion. Was 900 something million. You might as well say a billion. He owed a clean billy at the lawyer fees and everything. He owed a clean billy for defamation and saying their kids weren't shot. They were crisis actors, all this other stuff. They sued his dumbass, and now he owed him $1 billion.
Oh,
Stupid. Of course, he ain't got no Billy, but and he getting sued some more. Other people sued him now, but he owed them folks $1 billion.
Crazy, man.
he
I would
better.
just
He
say
ain't got the Billy, but hey, he owed it to him.
I would say that people just need to shut their mouth if they don't know the information or know the facts. So, and for him to spew such libel out there is just
Disgusting bullshit.
his dumbness,
It's
his
sickening.
ignorance, and it's especially with the platform that he holds. You know, saying people gotta be aware of their platforms and their voices within society,
That's why I was banned.
and know that like the things that they say will make people will brings influence to certain people and can spew a lot of negativity and hurt and hate, you know, out into the world. So you know, just like when you know the when Joe Rogan went through what he went through when we talked about that, uh how he, you know, has a big platform and things that you say people take as, you know, gospel, and you know, so now he has to watch the things that he say because of the influence that you have on people. Once you have people's ear, a good mass amount of people's ear, you know, the things that you say become, you know,
Gospel, like you said.
gospel. Well, yeah, you know, gospel,
Joe
and it
Rogan has
becomes
millions of
dangerous.
crackpots.
It
Joe
becomes
Rogan
very dangerous.
ridiculous.
So
Yeah, please watch your platform, people, because of course Joe Rogan has gotten sued because of his damn talking about ivermectin, taking that and shit and all this other stuff. Talking about taking horse pills and everything else during the height of COVID and got people killed. Or, no, not killed, my bad. Seriously, let me replay that. Seriously injured because they're listening to his words and taking his gospel and doing what he said he did. Please
yeah,
be careful on what you say and how you say it, because if you have a big enough platform, people will take your word as law. If you don't have a medical degree, don't know nothing about anything you say, just saying stuff, and they'll take it. Oh, it's real because he said it. It's I believe it.
Right.
And again, please use your brain. Please use your common sense.
yeah, and you
Even though
can't
it's
be
not
saying
common,
things just to
please
say
do.
things, man. There's too many resources out here for you to, you know, not present the correct information, you know.
And please do not take everything we say as the truth. Please research it yourself. Take it with a grain of salt. Please do your own research. We're not omnipresent or omnipotent. We don't know everything. So please, if we got something wrong, please.
Or if you're not sure about what you're saying,
Yeah.
please don't say anything at all. Put a disclaimer
Yep.
as to what you're saying, so that you things won't be misconstrued or it won't be any type of misinformation.
And I know we all go to the same high school, but they definitely taught you in English class before you post something. What should I say? At least have 6
Primary and secondary
Cite your sources.
sources.
Cite your sources. Had a bibliography right there.
sources. Like, yeah, find your resources before you start saying. Be able to post your resources before you start saying shit is facts.
Mhm. Or you could say I believe or I think versus
In my
I know or this
right.
is a fact or anything that leads to you saying something is very concrete when it's not.
All right, let's do.
You know, man is that said them kids didn't really die or
Yeah.
actors. First of all, Gucci Man says stop dissing the dead.
Yep.
You
If
did?
he said it, then it's true. So
That's
let's
true.
go.
Yeah. So yeah. We'll do like three more things and we're gonna hop out of here. One thing is we have world tours announced.
Mm.
Currently, next year Beyonce is doing a arena tour. Rihanna is allegedly doing a arena tour. Taylor Swift is also doing an arena tour next year, and Janet Jackson are all allegedly doing arena tours. Not this concrete, but this is the stuff that's coming out right now. It's going crazy everywhere online. Everybody's saying it's going to happen. We don't know for sure, but this is what's being said. No dates have been announced, but this is what everybody online is saying. I believe it because so much further and major news sites are saying this stuff. So I believe it, but it's not the concrete yet. So,
I'm I'm going to all the concerts, whether they have love Janet, love Taylor, love Beyonce. But we not just gonna skip past Rihanna like that because Rihanna, I believe Rihanna is going to do her arena thing because you doing the NFL halftime show. So sis, we
yeah,
know
but she ain't got no new
She
music
gonna
yet.
be
I love it. She
outside.
ain't got no new music yet. She been doing
you
You
her.
don't
She been
gotta
doing her.
bring no new music. We just want to
Doing
see
her
her.
no,
You just
I
want
want a new. I want a new
you
goddamn
just want
album. I want a new album, Rihanna.
no. If
What's
Rihanna
the
do it,
point?
don't
Well,
care about.
she ain't got nothing to say right now. We know what she
Yeah, I'm
doing.
not
She
gonna
in
say
the
she just had a
Fenty.
baby. She got Fenty. She got the wine company. She got all the other stuff she's doing. That's a whole lot to
She's
talk about.
a
But
princess.
she's more than music right now. She's what we definitely call a pure brand.
She's a mogul.
She's
She's a
just a
mogul.
brand.
I respect her. I respect her being a mogul, but I want that music.
I'll go to the arena tour to see what she was see
Oh,
what she talking
oh,
about.
I'm seeing her. I'm seeing her.
Right?
I'm seeing Janet. I'm not missing Janet again. Janet canceled the last two tours because of the baby and some other stuff, and because of the pandemic. I want to see Janet. I'm going to see Janet. I'm missing her. I'm not missing this woman at all. The last two times she had to cancel a tour, I'm not missing this one.
I'm
I'm
seeing
then what's going on.
and Rihanna.
I'm gonna try to see Beyonce and Rihanna. See what they talking about.
If I can afford Beyonce, I'm gonna go for it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, if I can afford, I don't know.
I think it's like a rack, like 600 for nosebleeds and shit. A rack for the front. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. We're gonna
I'm
see.
having I don't care. I'm a sell feet.
You gonna sell OnlyFans? you gonna link up with Manhattan Mike?
Look, Mikey. If we going to see Beyonce and Rihanna,
You go all the way platinum. All right.
we outside.
Yeah, so that's major stuff
Mayo
happening right now.
meets Manhattan Mike.
Crazy.
Wow. I gave
Mayo.
you the title.
Crazy.
Mayo and Manhattan.
Yeah. All right, our next story is all about we do two next story is all about Ye. So as you know, Ye has been controversial the last couple of weeks with the White Lives Matter shirt on the back. Then 48 hours later, 24 to 48 hours later, he released a front shirt which was John Paul II, Pope John Paul II, was very controversial. Asked everybody to forgive the church when he came out and all that. We came out and said, please forgive the church all atrocities, everything we done. That's what John Paul II did. Kanye also had a school, the Donda Academy, that's non-accredited, $15K a year. You got to sign an NDA to go there. It's going crazy. He also had two popular podcast interviews. One that never gonna release with LeBron James, The Shop. That episode will never release. He the second episode of Drink Champs with.
Did you see the Drink Champs interview?
Can I finish real quick before we get to that? Can I finish?
Mm-hmm.
He did a second interview with Nori that was released and quickly pulled later because he was spouting nonsense. I didn't watch the second episode, but I saw clips and he was spitting nonsense on that shit. So people were like, "You're disrespecting us, disrespect culture." Because Nori pulled that episode. And the last thing news about Kanye is he is trying to buy a social media platform right now.
Did buy it.
Oh, he did buy it?
Yes.
Okay, well, he brought a social media platform. Apparently it's a right wing platform.
The same platform as Trump, his homeboy.
Yeah.
Trump was trying to get on there, and yeah, and didn't go.
Trump is saying that Kanye is crazy.
Ye is going crazy.
He's being
He legally
sued.
changed the name to Ye, right?
Yeah. So Ye
Yeah.
Ye's being sued as well.
Yeah, he agreed to buy the conservative social media platform Parler. The deal hadn't technically went through yet, but he agreed to do it. You know, his paperwork and all this other stuff involved. He apparently gonna buy it for like I think like 60 million or something like that.
Wasting Kim's money.
No, it was his money.
His money.
He
Well,
worth
yeah.
$2 billion.
Well,
now,
yeah,
so
they both got money, so it's like it's
He's
relative.
worth. Your worth is not what you have.
Yeah, we know what's out. We have Liquid. Liquid probably got some millions, but overall brand worth, including stock, portfolio, all that stuff, is $2
He
billion.
got a couple dollars.
He's not broke by any means. I'm pretty sure he has millions liquid, but of course his billions aren't liquid anywhere. So yeah.
Anyways,
yeah, I've been down with Kanye. Kanye is a musical genius. You can't deny that. But I would never listen to anything that man has to say. He hasn't been right since his mom died. He off on some crazy tangents.
He done made a call after her. She would not.
Man, wild. It's wild.
Yeah, he's
what
definitely not in a good mental state. He's just spewing a whole bunch of nonsense. He wants to run for president in 2024. You'd be a crazy person if you voted for him.
Well, people voted for Harambe, so you never know.
They voted for Harambe and they voted for Trump, so I can't put nothing past nobody. But
I'm voting for Kanye. That wasn't even as good. That White Lives Matter shit. Mind you, he been my favorite rapper. Like, can't nobody tell me about Kanye since I was fucking 11 years old. I'm 30 now. 20 years, Kanye. I've been having your back. That White Lives Matter shit, dead. That Dawn the cult, dead. I'm not signing an NDA to go to your school. That's a cult, nigga.
Mind you, you don't get no credits. You don't get no real credits for that shit. You just go in there.
Kanye, at this point, he just likes to spew nonsense. He likes to just be a contrarian because he's looking for the wow factor to wherever it keeps him within the news cycle.
He wants to post something like something.
He's an attention whore. That's what he is. He's an attention whore. He wants the attention, and then he based everything based off of what God wants, but yet he spews a lot of negativity and a lot of hurtful things, you know, and they'll then try to put God first into everything he says. You know, God wanted him to do this, or God, told him to do this, or inspiring him to do this, you know. And he tried to mask his things by saying, "Oh, this is what God wants," right? And people are tired of that. You know, you just can't use God as a crutch for you being able to say and do whatever you want to do, and not taking an effect to how you're making your people in particular feel. You know,
this is not the Old Testament, Kanye. And then that fucking George Floyd shit. He lost me. That's where he really lost me. That's why I really unfollowed him, because how do you sit there and say the police wasn't on his neck like that? Like,
he died from fentanyl overdose.
And then he told that they hit him with the fentanyl.
Like, what? Because of what? Did we all not watch the same video as a culture, as Black people, as Americans, as brutalized folk? Like,
and the family is suing Kanye for $250 million.
As they should, because he's defaming that man's character and speaking out of term when you know he's wrong.
And you technically can't defame the dead because they're dead. But that's why I said that Gucci Man quote. Gucci said, "Stop dissing the dead," because that's disrespectful as fuck.
It is.
And
he say that shit. I'm glad he tried it.
Oh, they wasn't on his neck like that. Kanye, let somebody be on your neck. You can't even let the white family that adopted you be on your neck a little bit, metaphorically for anything. So how the fuck you think you would be if a white man was literally on your fucking neck? I don't care how many fucking drugs George Floyd did allegedly. He got his neck crushed. Like, we all watched the same video. He got his neck crushed. It don't matter what the fuck he was doing. I don't care if he was outside on 20 Percocets. That was killing him. That's not. He literally got his neck crushed on. Like, you lost your mind.
I hope that Kanye's free thinking leads him to people that can help him and gets him the help
It's
he
not-
needs, because this man is his free thinking is delusions. It's mental illness. That's what it seems like. I'm not a trained person. I don't know, but it seems to me as a regular thinking person, that seems like delusion and mental illness. Again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. That's just what it seems like to me. Hopefully, he gets the help that he needs, because this man's not thinking right, not saying the right things, and whoever is around him is leading him down the wrong path. It'll be a yes man.
Yeah.
You need people around him that's actually going to tell you, like, bro, you're tripping right now. You're
That
doing
nigga-
too much.
He's a billionaire, like y'all say. He's a billionaire. The only reason we can't get, I'm just now getting therapy, and that's because I'm poor and I got Medicaid. He's a billionaire. He could have had 40 therapists. He could have had a new therapist every day for the past 20 years if he wanted to. He don't want no fucking help. He wants to go on this rampage. Can't nobody stop him until
he wants to
hopefully
do
it's
what
not a
he
manic
wants to do.
episode. Hopefully it's not a manic episode. It would seem like to me, but hopefully it's not. Again, I'm not a trained professional. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem like what I've seen people that have been manic. That's what it seems like he's doing. And hopefully he gets whatever help he needs, because he's not right. He's not all there.
Yeah, he's definitely
what would be even worse.
definitely fucking. This is a new Kanye from the one that we were introduced, what, 15 years ago, 15,
20 years
16,
ago.
17 years ago. And it's just sad to see that, you know, he's come to this point. Like, he's not who we thought he was, you know, like J. Cole was saying in the song.
Who we hoped for.
So he was supposed to be the one, supposed to be that conscious leader that we thought, you know, he was, but he was just
I don't look
apparently it was just all a lie.
A white girl, and he haven't been right since.
I'm glad LeBron decided not to release his episode of the barbershop of the shop. That was the right thing to do, not to release that episode. LeBron, thank you. Nori, it was sad that you released the episode you did release, brother, because that was a terrible episode from the clips I've seen.
Yeah, but he did apologize.
He
He
said
did
he
apologize. Granted, though,
He knew better.
Granted, it was based off the backlash.
But he knew better. He just did it just for the
He
clip.
knew better. He knew he needed to capitalize on that moment, because everybody else wasn't trying to, you know, deliver that Kanye interview.
Yeah,
was
but
like,
not
he
all
wanna step
attention is
up there.
good attention. Not all clicks are good clicks. Like
Exactly.
you're ruined. Like Nori had a good platform. He's ruining himself. I'm putting out this, I'll say, a bullshit ass interview with Kanye. We knew Kanye was just rambling and just saying ignorant shit. Like, it wasn't, he didn't really man. He didn't do anything. He just let him sit there and just talk garbage.
Nori did look high as shit in his defense.
He
like
was
he
drunk, and you know what I mean. He wasn't inebriated, but
that's no.
at the same time, you just can't have somebody come on your platform and say exactly everything that they want to say, because that's, at the end of the day, that's going to be a poor reflection on you and your brand. You know. So it's kind of like you're giving the green light, or you're backing him in a sense, because you give him a voice on your platform, so you kind of give him a seal of approval for the things that he said.
Right.
And it is what it is.
In Nori's defense, like, he said he don't edit stuff, and he posts every, like, all his shit is just wrong.
He does edit
Well, that's
stuff.
fair enough, but
that's a lie. He does that stuff because he edited the Chappelle episode. That's why he didn't release it for a couple of weeks. They put out a little clip, took it down, edited like an hour or so out of that shit.
But I think he probably saying what he usually doesn't. But I think that it probably is better good practice for depending on how the conversation is, because he's definitely present there, and to understand what's being said, and how he has to be more aware, or somebody in that room has to be more aware of, what's being said, and how the flow in the um conversation is going, how that might be viewed to the outside public, for where people that are not inebriated can interpret
I'll
things
just
that
say
are
this:
being said.
somebody wasn't doing their job because they have multiple producers on the show, multiple people that oversee the editing or non-editing of the show. Because we know the show is edited for time and cuts and all that other shit. So we know the show is edited. Somebody wasn't doing their job. Somebody other than Nori, because Nori should have been on it, but somebody other than Nori wasn't doing their job and wrangling in the actual episode and saying, "Hey, let's watch this back. We can't release this as a bad product."
Or they wanted to get Kanye in trouble, not realizing Nori was going to get in trouble too. Like,
That could have been a thought. That could have been a thought.
Kanye.
And there was a lot of anti-Semitic things that Kanye said throughout the interview as well. And
now that part, the anti-Semitic part, I don't believe that part, because I believe this might be anti-Semitic too, but I'm not nobody. I'm not professional enough, and I don't give a fuck. Every time you mention, because the same shit happened with Nick Cannon. Every time you mention Jewish people working in the entertainment industry and how they have control of shit, it gets ran as anti-Semitic. That's not, we not saying we hate you. We saying that y'all run shit. And a lot of times it's black people as the entertainers, we don't like the way y'all run shit. So now it's anti-Semitic because we like, oh, it's Jew. Like, if you just mention them, then it's anti-Semitic. Like, no, that's not.
That's why people don't mention them. That's exactly
yeah,
why
it's a
people
slippery
don't mention
slope.
them. It's a known rule that you don't mention certain people.
It's a slippery slope, because it's like most of the businesses, or things that are being ran by, like, usually by white, Jewish people. That's just pretty much what it is for most part. So you're running a slippery slope for things that you can and can't say, and some things might be uh you know more highlighted, because these are the things that you say are going to the masses there of this ethnicity, or of this religious group. So it's a slippery slope. So some things, we have to watch the things that we do say, unfortunately, even though that this is supposed to be, a place where free speech is necessary, appreciated, or, that's our right to. But at the end of the day, we know that most of our rights aren't,
Right.
they're kind
Look,
of,
man, I
in
got nothing to say
quotation
about
marks,
them.
rights.
I got
You
nothing to
know?
say about the people that wear them small hats. Leave them people alone. Let them
Yeah.
live their life, man. I got nothing to say about
Yeah,
them.
just let them live,
He said the people look
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't saying, I ain't saying not disparaging about their people. I'll lead them to their own devices.
The unseasoned chicken.
They know what they're doing. I got nothing to say about them. Man. I love them. I love them.
No, but we got love for the Jewish people, man. But we all know. We all know what's up. We all know what's up.
Really don't know if Kanye really did say some anti-Semitic shit, then, because I really now want to watch the interview, but Nori took it down. I thought he was going to leave it up, but Kanye, I can't even say Kanye is Kanye. I'm tired of saying Kanye is Kanye. Kanye going Kanye. Kanye need his mans. Kanye,
I don't support that, man.
Yeah. You know what? I don't care about Kanye unless he's making good music at this point.
At this point,
if it's not about the music, I'm tired. I don't want to hear him talk. Like,
he done fucked over all of his artists. Like, you're not. He's just. I don't know. I quit. I gave up on Kanye. I gave up on Kanye last week. I tried. My last straw with him was with Big Sean.
I pray the brother gets some help, and I pray that he just focuses on his family, his businesses, and hopefully he learns just to stay quiet. If it's not about the music, then you know what I'm saying, unless he's finally enlightened and have like real conversations of factual things, you know what I'm saying, he should just focus on doing the music thing.
And another thing about Kanye, it's not that he be saying crazy shit. It's the way he talk at people.
Although he do be saying crazy shit.
The
Mhm.
pain, but he'll say it to you like it's a fact. That's why everybody like, you need to get help. But what if he really don't need to get help? What if this is just him? Like,
I think two things could be true. I think he could be
They
crazy and he
both
could
be
also
true.
be an asshole at the same time.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you know,
I,
let's pray for Ye and
praying
the
for
family
myself.
and hopefully he pays that family their money. So
Let's
I-
go to the last story real quick. Last story is not surprising, but it's crazy, it's real crazy. For those of y'all that don't know, WB, Warner Brothers, DC Comics, DC movies, all that stuff, they're all one company. They got brought out by they're doing a merger with Discovery. So HBO
okay,
Max, all that shit, that's all Discovery, all becoming one or whatever. The merger hasn't technically went through yet, but they're finishing it out now. It should be done in like the next couple of months. Within the next 6 months, it should be finally done. The president of DC Films, Walter Hamada, has left the company. There was an issue last week where they were shutting down their minority writing program and their writing program overall for everything, but there was such huge backlash that they had to bring it back, saying, "Oh no, we're not delete that. We're keeping the program alive. We're going to give people opportunities to write and stuff like that." And apparently, Cartoon Network got swallowed up into WB Animation, so there's no more Cartoon Network original by itself. It's now part of WB Animation. And if you've been on Twitter last week, people said Cartoon Network is dead. Cartoon Network is 30 years old.
right. So what?
yeah.
Cartoon Network, as we know it, the original site is gone. They got swallowed up in the WB Animation. So whatever happened to WB will also happen in Cartoon Network, even though that was going to happen already, but they're more entangled now. So people saying it's dead because it literally got swallowed up. It doesn't exist anymore by itself.
So Cartoon Network doesn't exist by
So
itself.
Cartoon Network, the channel exists. The actual like running of it and the original
content?
ideas, like the new IP and everything, that's all going through Warner Bros. Animation, right? And not through Cartoon Network as a separate entity.
So what happened to the content?
The old content is still there, but anything new that's coming out will not be a Cartoon. It will be a Cartoon Network original, but not be through Cartoon Network. The actual IP side, it's all through the channel.
It's
Still
all
there.
through WB now.
It'll all be through WB Animation.
But
So all the writers and stuff, everybody else that's working over there, basically ain't got no job. But if you're on the TV side of it, where like you do the programming and you doing like the actual channel and stuff, you still working there.
So you're saying there's not going to
It's
be any more
crazy.
Adult Swim?
No, Adult Swim will still be there. Again, all the new IP, the new stuff, anything new that's not already in development and already had the green light already, will go through WB Animation.
it's
Okay,
like
well, I don't
not through
care. I
Cartoon
don't
Network,
really
a
care
separate
about the new
studio.
stuff. I'm part of the old school, so
Which isn't great because that part, like all the how they had the cartoons, all the Cartoon Network original stuff, they basically say all that is dead unless you get some new blood up in DC, which is not because DC is a clusterfuck right now. They're losing movies, losing TV shows. The CW networks get sold off. They're doing all this wild stuff while this merger is going on. So DC is just fucked right now.
everything.
WB overall was fucked.
well, I mean,
And again,
that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
as far as we know with them, their film slate, we know about the movies that dropping this year and next year. Anything past, I think the Flash, which is dropping like next year, is up in the air. So we know we're getting Shazam, we know we're getting Black Adam, we know we're getting Aquaman 2. We know eventually we get the Flash. We don't know when, but we'll eventually get the Flash. Let's say shut it up, which I don't think they're going to do. But anything past those films, those 4 or 5 films, we don't know if they're actually coming out. Because we know Batgirl was 95% made, that got shelved. We know some other stuff got, like the Scooby-Doo prequel movie, the animated one, was 95% done, that got shelved. A lot of other stuff that was basically
DC,
done got
man.
shelved. So we don't know anything past next year what's actually dropping for them, what's greenlit. You
Yeah,
can't believe
DC
anything until you actually see it in the theaters.
DC dropped the ball, man. They just
Like
dropped
they
the ball
literally just
compared
dropped
to
the animated
where
movie and
Marvel.
nobody knew about it. They literally just dropped the Batman Superman Battle of the Super Sons like yesterday, and nobody knew it was dropping. They didn't advertise it.
Them niggas got discouraged because Marvel been whooping
Been
everybody's
whipping their ass, man, for fucking years.
ass through the pandemic and have not stopped. Like,
They have it.
but still, you can't quit. Because I was, first of all, before I got into Marvel, I was super DC. Like,
Yeah.
tell me nothing about DC. And then I like watching Marvel. And I was like, no, Marvel, where is that? I ain't gonna lie. I switched sides. I was homie hopping. But Marvel been whooping ass, but still, DC is fucking classic. Like, they got discouraged, and I don't like that.
DC stands for discouraged.
Of course,
Right?
DC is winning the animated side, which is wild because Marvel's owned by Disney. Marvel is not great on the animated side, but DC is killing it because of Warner Brothers, of course, they were doing it longer. But yeah, in live action, Marvel looked at DC ass, which is crazy because you would think DC has owned all their property forever. They didn't have to do piecemeal together like Marvel had to. They own everybody. They didn't have to. They didn't say, "Oh, let's go get Wonder Woman." They had everybody. They don't not own anyone in their continuity. So for them not having a plan for anything and fucking up so bad in live action is terrible. Of course, they have no one to actually be the helm of it and actually say, "Okay, we're doing this. This is the plan. We want to put this out, this out, this out. Make sure everything connects to this or not connected. Do this, that, this." They need somebody that's actually going to have a roadmap for the company.
Right.
They did an executive over top of everything. Said, okay, this is going to be going to launch this. We're going to do that. We're not going to do this. We're going to make sure this does well. This does well. We're going to launch this. We're going to make sure this, do this. Nobody's doing that.
We're gonna vote for you, Royal, to do all that, man. But you still got to show up for work here at the Something Else podcast.
I do it. If they're perfect, I have a solid plan for it. I ain't gonna say it on here, but I have a solid plan for you with DC EU live action universe.
Oh shit! So you about to get some money?
It could really work. Like what I was proposed to do could work. And again, I'm not gonna say it on here because they don't accept submissions and stuff, and people are gonna say, "Oh, whatever." But yeah, it's something simple. It sounds simple, and it'll work.
You on some money, so you. We're gonna talk about this afterwards, now. But okay, any more topics, bro?
Let's see.
Going once, going twice.
Let me see. We don't talk about that. That's it. After that's it. Oh no. Okay. Ukraine.
All right, real quick.
Russia and Ukraine still fighting. Russia has declared martial law in the territory they're contested over the Ukraine. The price of oil went up because Russia, everything going crazy over there. Ukrainians are being told to charge up all their devices because Russia has attacked their power grid. So yeah, if you see Ukraine go dark or don't hear anything from people that's in Ukraine, that's why, because the power grid has been attacked. Prayers for everybody over there. Hopefully, people that stayed there and couldn't get out, like people that would get the UN and all that stuff, can actually leave now. Hopefully, they can get out. People that have the funds to can actually get out the country. Yeah, prayers for everybody over there. Hopefully, it works out. Hopefully, Putin's out the office soon, which he should be.
They not letting the office in the middle of fucking.
No, his term is up. His term is going to be up. His term is up next year. His term is done.
What do they want to do? Put somebody new in there while Russia's still blowing?
They have an election.
Yeah. So
my house is on the smother.
This is what happens. Anytime that a country sees weakness into another country, that they're going to try to take that territory in order to make their country, bigger and more formidable.
Yeah, next year
they're trying to get
2024 is officially done.
In some cases, each country is trying to find a way to have some type of world domination and being the biggest powerhouse. So
man, Russia's
any type of piece of land that they can get acquisition to, they're gonna try the best to get it. It's just unfortunate for the people who are put in the crossfire. In this, it's terrible for the people in Ukraine that have to go through this, day in and day out and
Pray
worry
for
about your
them.
livelihood. And
I pray
it's
for the
very
civilians
sad
on
and
both sides.
disappointing.
Also the Belarusians, praying for them too, man. Hopefully everybody that's civilian not in this war, man, could get some type of peace, man. Hopefully this war ends soon. Putin this year, next year, just last year, man. Hopefully they don't reelect that fool in 2024. He's but hopefully they don't reelect him in 2024. They elect someone else. It's gonna be a wild next year for everything. Plus they say it's a new Cold War, WWE actually might happen. I know we talked about it a couple years ago, but this actually might be WWE. This is wild shit, man.
We'll
Wild
see,
shit.
man. There's always something.
Thankfully, I'm too old to be drafted. Thankfully, I'm too old to be drafted.
Shit, they're gonna bring your ass in there.
They will bring your ass. They're like, oh, you right the cutoff, bro.
Everybody got mental illness. That's all you gotta do is prove that. Cause, well, the way that shit going, they gonna be like, all you niggas.
No, they're like, no. You saying nothing?
Nah, they gonna
go right ahead. Yep.
Nah, they're gonna say they're gonna fix your mental illness once they get you in that boot camp.
They're gonna give you them meds. Take these pills. They're like, take these pills.
You gonna be straight now once you get in the boot camp. They gonna fix your ass.
They're like, you straight?
You good?
They're like, go to medical. You all right?
Yeah, man. But we got any more topics, bro?
No, that's it for right now. That's it.
All right, man. Well, this has been one hell of an episode. We had the return of Mayo, and pretty soon we're going to be doing a feature film with the Manhattan mayor, right?
Congressman, but yeah.
Well, Congressman. I'm sorry, not the Manhattan mayor, but Manhattan Mike. My bad.
Manhattan Mike.
And the Royal, you know what I mean, he's going to catch up with all his big mothers and start paying his child support. I'm out here prospering, leading young development minds, But we're thankful for being back, bringing you guys all this good content. Happy to see Mayo. I'm happy to see Royal. I'm thankful for you guys. It's been truly a good, tremendous episode. And I want to thank everybody who's viewing overseas on all different platforms, whether it's on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and all the different platforms where we have our podcast listed. I want you guys to continue to support and tune in. Please like and subscribe. Leave us any comments or things that you want to see. We're going to try to bring you guys as much new content as possible. And thank you guys for all your love, support, our first time and last time listeners, everybody overseas. Thank you, and please stay safe. We got you guys, in our prayers and thoughts. And please stay safe. Remember, COVID is still out here existing. Monkeypox.
Wash your hands.
So
wash your ass.
Keep your safe distance. Please wash your ass and hands and all that good things. And enjoy and look forward towards the next day. So again, this is Simply Awesome Podcast, man. Much love, Riva Dershi, all that good shit, man. We out.